Going to jail at the age of 17, what was your mindset going into the jail? You're in court, you're being told, okay, however many years that you're going to get. It's a mad thing to say, but obviously some people are excited, some people are scared, some people are whatever it is. What was your mindset on the bus going?
The first time, I was excited that this was part of it. You know what I'm trying to say? This was part of it. So I was excited and I was in jail. Then reality hit. But yeah, I didn't take life serious at 17, no.
At some point, something changed and changes within people, but changed where from a kid, the thought of going to jail at a young age is obviously people don't want to go and there would be no excitement. If you could you pinpoint exactly what age you would have gone from maybe being scared or not wanting to go to jail to being excited to go to jail?
Obviously from 16, 17, they're the times that you're excited to go to jail. You're not really taking life serious. It's just...
So, but you would say maybe around 16
yeah.
was the age, yeah?
Yeah. And then I think, obviously when you're getting on, innit? When you're getting on and you've kind of trapped in the system, doing the exact same things, going back to prison, crimes getting worse or getting longer years, then you started realising, oh, yeah, I'm stuck here. I can't even get out of it. So, yeah.
At what age would you say that you were at your peak of the life that you're describing?
I don't know, because it was always, you got to understand, from 17, I basically came out of prison 28. So I done 14 months out, but I came out of prison 28. So peak is in prison as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not even just out. It's in prison as well. It's being involved in gangs, is having fights, is everything. It's just everything as a whole. But I couldn't really say.
No, it makes sense because of how you've just described it. It makes sense because, as you said, I mean, 17 people are still young. You're not like a kid, but you are young at 17. And if you're saying it from 17-ish until 28, then yeah. Now, Pete, I've heard someone say before that if someone, for example, went into jail at 17 years old and came out at 28, mentally and even emotionally, a person can only evolve so much because you're not in normal society, and you know it's a traumatic experience. And I've heard people say that if someone goes in at 17 and comes out at 28, mentally they're still 17 when they come out. Would you agree with that or no?
No, I don't agree with that. But yeah, I agree with it to a certain extent. Like, I don't think it's everyone.
Okay, so it depends. It's case to case.
I think people grow up in jail, but I think that, yeah, cool, we don't know how to use online banking. Like, cool, we don't know how to do what is contactless. Yeah, okay.
But when it comes to like human interaction, you've been still interacting with people and kind of. Yeah, but
they are right. They are right. I don't think when I came out, I did act like a 17-year-old.
Got you.
So.
But did you act like a 17-year-old before you even went in?
Nah, well, not really. I always acted older than I was, but I think just maybe communication skills, like things like that, having conversations, relationships, being in certain predicaments, do you know what I mean? Regarding relationships, they're the things that do you realise, okay, I could have dealt with that a bit better. And that's where you blame it on prison, because it's like prison, this is the stuff that I don't have experience in. So,
would you say that you found jail easy?
I don't think mentally. You have to have a strong mind. There's people that come out of prison and they got mental health. They're in a bad way. You can see it. It's done them. So I don't think that prison inside is the actual. It's easy inside. Like, it's not hard. It's not like you're flipping in the army and you're getting woken up and they're shouting you in your face and you're doing, you know what I mean? It's not as bad as what people
So
think.
would you say that being in jail is easier? Obviously, I don't know if you've been to the army, but would you say that being in jail is easier than being in the army?
Well, being in jail is easier than doing CrossFit training.
Okay. So
I-
physically it's easier than.
I think, yeah, I feel like if there was some form of discipline that way, I think more people wouldn't go back to jail because they'll have that resonant discipline from
100%.
from get up, that whole physical get up and do it. That
Discipline.
And
yeah, as you said, getting stuff done.
yeah.
You said on a different platform, the block, going to the block, which is segregation. Or no, what is it?
Segregation.
Segregation. Okay. What's the longest time you spent in the block?
I think I spent like a month in the block. Yeah.
Okay. Now, describe the block. What is the block?
Oh, the block is like some blocks, but the block is like you just have a bed, but your beds are always wooden, innit? So you just get a thin little mattress, hard pillow.
Interaction with other people? Or
no interaction with other people, no TV.
No TV?
Not really. You can get a radio, you can get books.
Okay.
Books is your thing, and that's all you got.
Yeah.
It's shouting out the window.
Mentally,
yeah.
For someone to be isolated from humanity for a month, that's not easy.
No,
people adjust and get used to their environments, but out here, people can't live 10 seconds without their phone,
look
right?
at COVID.
Yeah, exactly. And kind of what that does to people.
Yeah.
At the time of you, okay, it's been 3 months, it's been 3 weeks, and you've been in the block.
Yeah.
No TV, no this, no that. What was your mental like? What were you?
Oh, I got on my Deen. I prayed all my prayers. Do you know what I mean? I prayed all of them. Sunnah, Fard, with prayer. Like I had to pray. I had a routine. Do you know what I mean? So I work out, go to sleep. Do this same thing. Go to sleep. Read a book. I was dyslexic, so I didn't really used to read books. But
when you've got nothing else, I guess you kind of.
But I learned how to be kind of like someone said to me yesterday. I'm always thinking. I always look like I'm deep in thoughts. Maybe that's from being in segregation. I had to always cope in my head, or being in prison, that I had to be deep in thoughts to keep me sane. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
And okay, now describing, how do you say it? Having the Deen while you're in there, kind of, I can understand how a person would kind of get through it with that.
Yeah.
Someone who hasn't got that, you can see that how it affects a person, right? But that's a blessing, definitely. Now, people nowadays especially throw around PTSD a lot.
Yeah.
Would you say from 10 years that you suffer with PTSD?
Yeah.
Or have suffered with PTSD?
Yeah.
And I'm sure everyone's PTSD is different, but how would you describe your PTSD? What does it look like on a daily, weekly, monthly basis? And I'm sure how long have you been out?
6 years.
Okay, has it gotten better over the 6 years?
I don't think it's gotten better. My anxiety hasn't got better. I'll tell you that from now. That's flipping.
And would you say that that's a direct result from jail, the anxiety?
I didn't know what anxiety was until. I think what caused anxiety, was social media. Really, yeah? Yeah.
Which makes sense.
I think what caused anxiety was social media for me, yeah.
Okay, but as far as PTSD, so I've heard people describe PTSD as in different ways. Some people say it's flashbacks. Some people say it's not being able to sleep, panic attacks, hot sweats. What have you dealt with PTSD?
Yeah, I've had all of that. Not panic attack from PTSD, but every single day I think about prison. Do you know what I mean? Really? Yeah. Before when I didn't think about prison, I ended up going back to prison. So in my head, I said to myself, I'm going to think about prison every single day, something that I don't want to go back to. So, but yeah, when you're sleeping, PTSD, just little things, do you know what I mean? When you, even when being around certain people that's been to prison, and that it's like, you just try to, So I don't think my PTSD is as bad it's not like bad, but my anxiety is bad. So it's just a weird one.